It's another beautiful afternoon, Monday to be precise, on Kaftan TV. And this is your program, The Polity, where we take a look at topical issues of great importance to the polity, especially as the 2027 general elections draw nearer. Now, today we've gone around again to bring you to look at what is happening across the country and those things that are very critical and germane to having a successful election in 2025. And those are the issues that have been agitating the minds of very many Nigerians. One of it is voter apathy. Why are Nigerians shying away from doing their civic responsibility of electing leaders? What are the implications of this? Why? What are the reasons? Who do we lay the blame squarely on? Is it the politician? Is it the system? Is it the socio-economic situation in the country? So these are some of the issues that we shall be looking at on our program this afternoon. 2027 general elections, voter apathy. Why are Nigerians not voting? But before we go into the program, let me introduce my guests. I have with me in the studio Habib Gadio. He's a public affairs analyst and is a very regular face on Kaftan TV, a very vocal voice in national issues. I welcome you to the program, Malam Gadio.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program. And very close to me here on my right is an in-house analyst too, a member of the management staff and a public affairs analyst. He handles our financial programs around here. I welcome you, Mazi Okichuku, as I always call him.
Yes, it's a pleasure being here on the program. Okichuku here.
Yeah, before we go deep into the program, we have some very disturbing statistics here, especially in the last general elections. The total registered voters to participate in the election, according to INEC, is 82.344, meaning that 82 million, over 82 million Nigerians are registered to vote, which is and at the end of the day, only 29.3 came out to actually to vote and elect a new president for the country and other members of the National Assembly. 29.364, meaning that already over 50 million Nigerians shied away from coming out to vote, and they have registered and they have their cards, but they just did not come out to vote. And the total number of votes cast in that election was 28.614 at the end of the day. About 28.6 million Nigerians cast their votes in the 2019 general election at the end of the day, which INEC says is the lowest since the start of the Fourth Republic. Something must be wrong. It is that thing that is wrong that we intend to look at on this program this afternoon. Once again, I welcome you, my guests, to the studio of Kaftan TV as we take a look at this very important topic in the interests of the polity. Now, let me start with you, Malam Gadio. Why are Nigerians not voting, not coming out to vote? Let's just start like that.
Yeah, you see, there is many factors, and those factors are real and germane. You understand? When you look at the level of awareness, mobilization, and so on and so forth, a lack of internal democracy in our political parties, who is the responsible, they are responsible for calling their members to come out and vote. You understand? Not only their members, to call Nigerians to come out and vote. So we lack that mobilization, awareness, and so on and so forth. You see, like civil society organizations and other pressure group activists are supposed to be doing all this kind of awareness and mobilization for people to come out. You understand? Now you have 94 point something million Nigerians, eligible voters. You understand? And you have almost 60% are young men and women. You understand? And they shy away from coming out to vote. Definitely something is wrong somewhere. Maybe the way the politicians are governing the country, or the laws of of INEC maybe is one of the things that is dilemma is another irregularities of election. You understand? When you delay, definitely you have
that is delay in starting the election.
Yes, delay in the starting in the election and the process of the election. If you have, for example, you have beavers and so on are not working, there is no network and so on, people get tired. You know, there is this syndrome that our vote don't count and they let go. And there is some other Nigerians who are in the polling unit just to sell their vote. If they didn't get that money, they will not vote. Is another factor. Like I said, there is many factors. So going forward, fast forward, when you look at the whole process, INEC is not doing the awareness and mobilization. National orientation is not doing it. Who will do it? Now, the coalition of political parties will come together as a pressure group. Other movements, activists, CSOs will now carry it and move, because I have never seen a country that elected their leaders who will lead them in as executive and legislature has fallen below 28%. I have never seen that country. You either have 50% or above 50%. Unlike before that, we have 70% turnout and voter. Now, if you put everything between vote cast and invalid vote, is less than
30%.
30%.
Okay.
So these are the key issues that we need to look at and we need to campaign. You understand? As a citizens, you understand, so that our democracy will, because you have to convince me as a Nigerian, as a eligible voter, that this is the process that will bring good governance. You understand? So when you come together and mobilize people with the intention of bringing good governance, people will come out and they will vote, and that's our issue, and this is the movement that we need to carry. You understand? As political parties, either in coalition or as civil society organization, or as even the ruling party can also do it. We need more, because they need more vote. You understand? Because it's something else when you said, for example, somebody in Ghana was telling me, your president was elected below 30%. Why are you Nigerians claiming you have 230 million people while you cannot come out and vote and make change in your government?
Thank you. Now, I think we let Ogachukwu let's start from where he stopped. The question the Ghanaian asked us, we are a country of a population of like estimated 250 million people, yet only 30% of Nigerians elect our president. You know, is that something that we should be happy about or cheer about? Is there no problem in that?
There is serious problem as far as that is concerned. There is serious problem. Why I say that there is serious problem is that looking at just, okay, let's answer the question in the first place. We're looking at the fact that out of the 200 and whatever million that we say we have, majority of the adults, majority of the those in the voting age have seen that it's going to vote is a waste of time. You wouldn't expect them to come. When everybody would come out to vote, and after voting, the results you see at the polling station will be different from the result that will be announced later. And you want to say, no, this was not what we did. And it will end with you in your house because no one will want to hear. And tomorrow you ask the fellows to come again. I want to ask, if
what came out from the last one?
Would you go? What came out from the last one? In actual fact, let me tell you, if there is another election right now, I'm telling you that 28.6 million you're talking about that voted, it will go less than that. You know why? Before
that's a bad prophecy.
Before, I am telling you, because that's what we have seen.
We will not even allow that to happen.
Okay, let me tell you why it's most likely to happen. Before the present INEC chairman came, we had something a little improvement, and there was a problem towards the end. And when the INEC chairman came in, he made promises and promises and promises that everyone over 200 times we had him say that everybody's vote would count. Over 200 times. After saying everything, after press conferences, after meetings, he will end it with the fact that everyone should come out because everyone's vote would count this time. And what happened? Many people came defying the rain, because there were rains in different areas that day of the election. Many people came out defying the rain, and they came, stood, finished their voting, and we were told about beavers, about all these machines and all that will be used, that immediately you finish, it will be immediate transmission from your polling center to the headquarters. Everyone was excited and they came out and voted. What happened? It still became the same thing, the same story that we received again. In actual fact, this time even worse. Because people that were at the polling stations, many would say that the man that is at the helm of affairs in each polling station will be helpless because they will not be able to upload what has been voted. They have finished the counting, finished the voting, upload. It will not go. So, I mean, there are so many things about these things. There are so many, use the word discrepancies on the part of the umpire that will make it difficult for us to think that there will be a better voting next time.
Anyway, Kechuku, some of the issues that you are talking about, I think they've been thoroughly treated and addressed at various levels, even up to the Supreme Court. So some of the things that you are probably saying have been thrashed out. Some of them have been found to be the truth. Some have been found to be very unrealistic.
May I shock you that as far as I know, that by the time you want to go check, it won't be what you see.
That's not even our topic for today. We are not recounting the problems. We want solutions. And I think to condemn INEC or the INEC chairman will not be the right way to go. Don't forget that the INEC has made a considerable number of innovations that even experts from outside the country have adjudged that yes, our election processes have been improved, though the use of technology may not have been perfect, but we have moved from where we were in 1999, the use of technology, and then having an all-inclusive election. Now the blind can vote, the lame can vote. Now the albinos are able to vote, and we have arrangements for pregnant women and the aged. So we've really moved. Though we are not perfect in our electioneering system, but we are not where we used to be. Again, but what we want to talk about in this program is how do we get more Nigerians to come out and vote, notwithstanding the problems that we are. How do we surmount some of these challenges that we have identified in previous elections so that next election will be better? Now, let's look at the issue of apathy based on not knowing. Yes, we have, how many political parties we have? There was an occasion where we have about 40 political parties, and we're 70. We're arguing how many will be on the ballot paper. How will the voter identify the particular candidate, the particular party that he wants to vote for? How do we simplify the system so that we can reduce the number of void votes that we normally have? Those are the issues that we should talk about.
Yes. I quite agree with you in the sense that the number of political parties, you understand, like I said, is the responsibility of this of the political parties, pressure group, CSOs, and so on and so forth, even including the electoral empire and national orientation. You understand? To go for awareness and mobilization. Come out on social day to cast your vote. Come out and vote for the person you want to lead you. You understand? So, like you said, the voter apathy is real. Now we are talking of 2023 general election. You understand? Like the suggestion, like what Okechukwu said, maybe 2027 is going to be another shortfall. One is also considerable, despite all these things that we have seen in the local government election. Just take Lagos as an example. Lagos has 7-point-something million eligible voters. Yes. How many people come out and vote? Less than 1 million.
Local government election.
Yes, you understand? Less than 1 million.
Yes.
So if you take Kano that has over 5 million eligible voters, how many people vote? Less than 1 million. If you take Rivers, if you take all the state that conducted local government election, you will see there is apathy. You understand? Now, I also quite agree with you with the number of political parties. You understand? But this is a multi-party democracy. You can't say you cannot be in the ballot box. But that is why I agree and I support the coalition of political parties to come together. You understand? Coming them together, it will give more people leverage, you understand, to come out to vote. You unlike before, for example, when you are in coalition, you have this spirit that my party is also in this. It's just like what happened in 2014 when the merger happened. You understand? Yes. AMP, PP, ACN, ABGA, and so on. Yes. They will say, "Oh, our party is involved in APC, so we are voting for APC." Yes. You understand? And that brings out more people to vote. You understand? Election, yes. Also, PDP did that in 2014 19. You understand? Where they seek for coalition of other political parties, and they pull out more vote. You understand? So when it moves like that, and with the help of INEC and media and national orientation, you understand, and other pressure groups that will come together and mobilize for awareness. You understand? People don't know that it's your right to vote for a leader. It's your right to have a dividend of democracy. It's your right to call your leader to order. You understand? It's your right constitutionally. You understand? Now, if you go to the INEC Act, it's also there. You have a right to come out and vote. You understand? If you are on the line, when the time elapses, like 4 o'clock or 3:30, we stop voting, you are on the line. You must vote. Okay. It's your right. You understand? Since you have come out to vote, deploying technology is another one of it. We will come to some of those questions, some of those issues later. It is for transparency, and so on and so forth. Yes. Like Ogechuku said, a number of promises, free, fair, credible, and acceptable election. This is what Nigerians want to hear. Okay. You understand? Okay.
Now, Ogechuku, let's talk about the disconnect. Nigerians have the votes. The votes of a Nigerian carries a lot of weight, as he has said. That is putting your leaders in check. That is ensuring that tomorrow, if he's not doing the right thing, you can vote him out. But let's take this. Good afternoon. Welcome to Captain TV.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is the Polity. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos State.
From Lagos State. River State. Benue State. Okay, sorry. Your name?
I want to ask our coverage in this today.
Please, your name. Your name first.
Collins.
Collins. Okay, please go ahead.
I want to ask the coverage in this studio.
Okay, who between the two of them?
The one that is analyzing
Okay.
issue of ground.
Malangaju. Okay, go ahead.
My question goes like this.
Yes.
Do our electoral act really work?
Okay.
He says yes through his explanation. Me, I doubted it.
Okay.
Okay, now look at the election of the Afagio. It was the INEC officials that made the announcement that was jailed. Why is it that that particular election was not annulled and is sitting as the Senate president? The world is watching our political issues. If we want to make things right, let the right thing be done. Where I was coming just from somewhere now, the issue that we are discussing is that the constitution, the laws of the nation only works within the masses, that is the lower levels. It doesn't work on the high level, the high class people, the airline doesn't work with them. In the sense that if an issue was pronounced that this thing, if you are supposed to do it, so thing you face it doesn't apply to people that are in the power. If it is like that, are we really in democracy?
Okay.
Are we doing the right thing?
Okay.
Is our vote, the masses, our vote, is it counting?
Thank you very much, Collins, for calling on the program.
Thank you.
Now, the call came quite early, quite unexpected. We were still discussing, setting the agenda in the studio when he called in, but it's okay.
No, we'll take it. No, Allah.
We'll take it. Now, well, the line is still open. We welcome more interaction from members of the public. Now, let's go ahead with with our topic, with what we were talking about. Okechukwu, before that call came in, we were talking about the disconnect between the power of the voter and the understanding of the voter to use this is power. Are Nigerians not abdicating their power to ensure that they act as checks and balances on elected officials?
I don't know why you're asking me this, because what I'm saying so is that it's the same answer, but I will give you again. You are asking, are Nigerians not abdicating? And I'm telling you that Nigerians will still abdicate because of the fact that all the effort they make turns out to be in vain. That's the simple truth. If I come and vote and you count it, then I'll be glad to come again next time. But if I come out here and vote after going through all the pains and it's not counted, I mean, counting is not just counting the polling unit, but counting to the very end.
I wonder, sorry.
So that's why it's not possible.
What you mean by
it's not possible for them to go on.
I wonder what you mean by their votes not counting.
Okay, maybe I will have to explain it again.
No, I wonder what you mean.
Okay, let me explain.
Because like I said, the issues that you are raising is like speaking for those who did not win the election. No, wait. At least when we talk, let's talk generally. At least there are segments of Nigeria that will tell you we got the man we voted for.
That is not a problem. Again, but even that place that you got what you voted for, how many people voted? How many people? We are talking about party, voter apathy, is it not?
Yes.
What is it am I saying? What I'm saying is what is making the person that will not come out, like Lagos, that you saw, there were 8 million, and you saw just 1 million. What is it that is making them not come out? I mean, I'm not pretending here. If you want me to talk, I'll tell you exactly the way it is. For the fact that they come. Okay, let me show you another one.
Yes.
The other one is, if someone finishes everything he's doing, and he comes, and he stays, and you see him, the card reader will say that he is not qualified to vote. He will go. Because before now, it was that if it's not working with the card reader, they give you paper and you write things and afterwards you vote. But this time, that one, if it doesn't work, it disqualifies you.
Incidence form.
But now there's no more incidence form. No more. So it disqualifies you automatically.
Because I think you've forgotten what incidence form caused.
It's form of rigging.
Okay.
It's another form of rigging.
So now, these are the things that you're saying we need to look at. Yeah, we're talking about voter apathy, not party, not people that are being voted for.
Okay. Maybe I should say it this way. We have voter apathy. That's just one aspect of the cause or causes of voter apathy that you have mentioned. That is the fact that our votes the other time did not count, and that's for a segment of people whose candidates lost. Now, how about probably you and I as a Nigerian, because of the nature of my work, I know the number of times I've participated in voting. There are Nigerians like that. There are Nigerians who on election day, especially the elites, who for no just reason, they count it as a holiday when they will just sit at home.
You see,
there are even 1 minute. There are even people I say, okay, where I'm hungry and you want me to come and vote. Or there are people who say, it's today election. Oh, I never knew. Ignorance.
Yes.
Illiteracy is one of it. So also there are so many issues.
This matter of illiteracy, before you talk please, this matter of illiteracy, look at what happened in the West. And even in Benin City, the last time, Edo State rather, not Benin City, that we were talking about people buying votes, vote buying. And we were told, and we saw, not just we were told, that the highest bidder was the one that got it. When this one will give you 5,000, the other one will give you 7,000, the other one comes with 10,000, and you collect 10,000 and vote for him. And so the number of the number of people that voted for the person that gave 10,000 became more than the number of people that got 3,000. We saw in one of the western states.
That is not a voter apathy.
That is it. So that's because of what he just said now. So if that one happens, and someone that didn't collect any money and votes, and after counting, after everything, you see it. You see, okay, it is Party A or Party B or Party C. Is Party A that got the highest money, so that's why they won. Oh, we got rice from Party A, and Party B didn't give us anything, so we go and vote for Party A, and we leave Party B that didn't give us anything. Tomorrow, if you don't get it, what do you do?
That's why you are here. Tell us those that are in charge of our electoral.
These are the things we need. Like when he was talking, he mentioned CSOs. Yes, there are things that the CSOs have done, and I must tell you that the CSOs have done excellently as far as Nigeria is concerned in trying to get people to understand everything that's involved in this voting matter and to come out, to encourage people to come out. They have done perfectly. In fact, they need to be applauded every time. The CSOs.
That is why we are commending them.
Good. Apart from the fact that they have done that, he mentioned another one, the orientation agency. Before now, it used to be that the National Orientation Agency would create jingles of different types to encourage people to go and vote. In the last one, we didn't see much of it. So these are the other things we need to do. If we have the government doing it, and even the political parties themselves, these days, because they believe that they can buy or that they can rig, they hardly go out for campaigns. You don't see them go to campaign to people to sell their candidate to the people. They do whatever they like because they know at the end of the day, whatever I want, that's what I'll get. So these are the things we need to do. Ask the political parties, and what are you even talking about? Who is in charge? It's the umpire that's in charge. It's not me that will tell the political parties to go about and go and meet people. It's the umpire that will compel them. That's the right they have. Tell them, make sure you go to every nook and cranny and talk about your candidate. Go and sell whatever you have. That is, your ideologies to the people. Then let their consciences be what will lead them to vote for whoever they want to vote.
Okay.
And not money.
You are itching to reply to some of these things.
Yes, you see, voter apathy in Nigeria has a different, let me put it as different characteristics. For example, now, General Muhammadu Buhari, when he was contesting, he was always getting 12 million voters, more than 12 million voters at times. You understand? Averagely, he will always pass 10 million voters, except 2007 election. Now, most of his followers and supporters who believe in him start tearing their voters card and cracking it that we will no longer vote because we voted for the man we want and he didn't get it. It's not voting your man, he did not get it. That's the reason why you will not vote or you tow your voters card. But in 2015 election, we have seen the number has increased from 12 to over 15 million. You understand? That means still people, when the merger happened, people now were motivated and they see that, no, this time we will get it. Our person will get it. And they came together and voted for him and he won. You understand? So in 2023 election, despite all the challenges, you understand, though I believe the Independent National Electoral Commission has not done what is right, you understand, you find when you come to another characteristic of voter apathy, you will see a young people playing football on the day of election instead of being in the polling units. You understand? They will not do that. They will be playing football. Some are watching ball. Some are doing game at home. You understand? Some are chatting in other platform and so on. When you talk to them, they say, even if you vote, we no vote, at least somebody would win. You understand? So they didn't consider it as their own right that would change, that would impact their life when they come out and vote. It's another part of apathy.
Yes.
Now, if you jump to the other side, like what colleagues ask, you see, rule of law is a process of governing a nation through justice.
Yes.
You understand? So the INEC Act was born out of Electoral Act was born out of Nigerian Constitution. You understand? By the National Assembly. So it has been amended several times. You understand? So my friend Mr. Collins, there is laws in that act that we believe have has contravened the Nigerian Constitution, and this one you have mentioned is one of them. You understand? Somebody will go and find his way because when you vote and the vote is counted and you have the number to be declared as a winner, the law did not prevent INEC not to declare that election.
Yes.
You understand? But you have the right to go to court, and those who are challenging the person he mentioned, you understand, has also gone to court, up to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court gave him. You understand? And in the other way, the person that did the rigging and so on and so forth was also caught in another wave of the law. So you see how law works. You understand? You may escape this one, you may not escape the other one. That's how it is. Mr. Collins, all what we need is to come together and give awareness to the people. Let me emphasize this. You see, polling units are not in local government, are not in state, they are not in federal. They are in the wards. Ward from where a candidate emerge. You understand? And where your polling unit is, where you are going to vote. Local government is only collation center. State is also a collation center of a state election. Then the federal INEC in national level is also a collation center. So where vote comes out is from your own locality, from your own house, from your own primary school, from your own secondary school. So why won't you just trek and stay in the line for not more than at least 45 minutes to 1 hour, 30 minutes to cast your vote? You understand? And you leave the rest for those who are wondering. If you want, you can stay and wait, or you can go back to your house and come back when the counting process starts and see whether your vote count or has not count.
Thank you. The program is the Polity, and we're looking at voter apathy as part of preparations for 2027 general election. The program will take a short break now. We'll be right back. Yeah, you're welcome back to the Polity on Kaftan TV. We are still on the topic and on the program the Polity, and we're looking at the issue of voter apathy. We've done some background of the topic. Now we now go deep into the issue now, but the phone line is still on. You can call in. What do you think is making Nigerians not to actively participate in the electoral process? Don't forget, it starts with registration as a voter. registration as a voter. The INEC continuous registration exercise, especially for those that are in an off-season election, is on in Anambra, in Ekiti, and some other states like that. What do you advise Nigerians? Because once you do not register as a voter, once your name is not on the register as a voter, of course you cannot participate in the system. How will you advise Nigerians to take the exercise of registering seriously?
I would advise Nigerians to continue, because all I know is that as we keep going on, there will be a solution one day. That's one thing. And the other thing is that sometimes when it is time to do this continuous voter register review, you find out that the days, you know, they will say it will happen for 1 month. Then you see that the first 2 weeks, you will see only about 4 people or 5, at most 10, going there to do something. Let's come out of that habit of waiting to do this for the very last day. Yes. That's why most of the time when you go there within that last day or last week, you know, it will be a crowd, a huge like crowd, you know, more than a market. There will be people everywhere, and it will be difficult. And the fellows working in that office will also find it difficult to register all the people that, or check, review what other people came for. So the truth is, if you were, I think I'm making a suggestion now that it will be better, let INEC not give a specific date for it any longer. Let it be that you can walk into their office any day, to look at that thing and say, oh, my own is lost, I need to get another one, I want to register afresh, or I'm just turning 18, please, I want to have my voter's card. And if it's done like that, a normal thing, you see that will not be that problem that we wait for 1 month or 2 months to the election. Everybody will start talking about it. Hey, go. Knowing our people, many will not go until a week. They hear, hey, it's in 1 week that it will be over. Everybody will start rushing to that place to go and vote. Why are we making it look at like it's going to get money from the bank? Let it be. It's not money. It's just card. Let it be what can happen every time. You can always go there anytime, get your own, and come back.
Yes.
Let it not be difficult for our people.
Yes. I have some things to say, but let me take this call first. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Kaftan TV.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to
I'm calling
Polity.
from Katsina State.
Okay, please.
Local government.
Okay, please, your name.
My name is Samson Adetomi.
Okay, please go ahead.
In fact, I'm very interested in the program that you people are doing.
Thank you.
But I just want to let you know that our votes in this country does not count. Because why you see that we have low turnout is because people know that even though they go out for elections, they don't count their votes. Let me tell you, as you've seen me, I'm almost 65 years. But let me just tell you, I voted last during NPN and UPN. For that time,
1984.
I saw what happened. That was 1983.
83 election.
83 election.
Yes.
That's Second Republic. Yes. Yes.
Because we all know that, before the military toppled that government.
Yes, December 31st.
Because that time, we all know that it was UPN that people voted for. But because that time our vote does not count, they manipulated the whole thing and they rigged the election and gave it to NPN. That was one of the reasons when Buhari, during that his regime, in his first announcement that made them to topple the government, that there was no justice in the election. So please, I don't want to waste much of our time. Our vote in this country does not count. And let me tell you, all these our leaders that are decamping from one party to another is for their own selfish reason. Let me tell you, if you look during the time of Awolowo, Waziri Ibrahim, Nnamdi Azikiwe, there was nothing like defection. Those people, they are really ready to serve the country. They are really ready to offer their services to humanity. But our leaders that we have now, they are all corrupt. They are not fighting for the masses, they are fighting for themselves.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. But a lot has happened since the Second Republic in our electoral system. A number of reforms have been in place, and then we've had very good election. You did not even mention the election of 1993. It was also a watershed. Anyway.
We know there are a lot of elections, but as they were doing it now, it wasn't so in the other time.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Collins, for coming.
When this man, Mr. Sampson, not Collins. Collins is the first one.
Okay.
Or you can knock it up. So see, when Abiola was voted for himself and no, not Tofa, he's running with Babagana Kingibe. You see, it was a national thing, and it's good that everybody, when he himself declared himself president, as other people forced him to, his people, nobody fought against that.
Okay, that's not our topic for today.
Yes,
that's what
you see, the successes of every election process is, one, is awareness.
Yes.
You understand? 2 is mobilization.
Yes.
3 is a movement of the people looking for a better country and a better governance.
Let me say one thing. When he was making his point the other time, especially about mobilization that you also have just touched, I wanted to say that whose responsibility? We mentioned NOA. We mentioned the INEC
and the political parties.
It is the political parties that have greater responsibility to mobilize the people, their people, to come out and vote.
Yes, it is the political parties, quite all right.
I quite agree.
But the others also
I quite agree with you. Like, let me give you an example of the previous election. The June 12th election.
Somebody is calling in again.
And don't forget the CSOs.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Kaftan TV. Yes. You are on to Polity. Please go ahead. Your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Abba from Abuja.
Okay. Abba, go ahead.
I like to judge the problem of this one.
I've said it all. No explanation again.
Yes.
I registered in 2018. I cannot get my permanent card.
My voter's card.
But you have the temporary one.
Because,
have you been using the temporary one to vote?
No. You don't allow me.
Why don't you have it? Why haven't you got it?
Maybe you need to go to where you registered.
I have the temporary one with me.
Check the INEC headquarters in your local government.
I have been to their headquarters in Gari. They directed me to Karu. I went to Karu. Also, it's the same.
Anyway, I think you should work more with INEC so that you can get it sorted out before 2027.
I will tell him what he's going to do and get his permanent one.
Okay.
You understand? Go to the INEC website, put your registration. There is what we call VIN number. It's on top of your picture. You see a VIN number. It was a serial number, and there is a ward and polling unit number. For example, you registered in Amak and you are in Wuse or Garki, there is those numbers. You also put them. It will bring out your details. Then you now send a request for the permanent one.
Okay.
You understand? Then they will respond to you either in 14 days or maximum of 30 days.
Okay, did you hear that?
I'm not an INEC official. I'm not a spokesman of INEC.
Please go ahead.
You understand?
Quickly.
Can I comment, sir?
Yes, quickly.
I went to Gariki to be a primary school. they brought out, when I gave them my temporary one, they brought out the register. My picture, my name, everything is there, but they cannot find my permanent one.
Okay, thank you very much. Please still continue to work.
No, that INEC. Is why I said
please continue to work with INEC to sort this problem out. I think the problem is surmountable. You only need to put in more effort.
Yes,
thank you.
He should just send to their website. They will respond to him in 14 hours, 14 days, or maximum of 30 days.
Yes, I think.
But like I said, I'm not a spokesman of INEC.
INEC has that problem. If you go to any of their local government headquarters, you find a number of
that is why I'm hammering. That is why I'm hammering of transparency. You understand? In INEC, there is no transparency, there is no accountability in INEC. No matter how you put it as independent body, and it's because we allow it. You understand? We watch until election comes. Nobody asks questions before elections. You understand? And now, for example, this program needs to be continued. You understand? To remind people that you have responsibility to go and get your permanent voter card. If you have registered, you have temporary one, and is part of the campaign for awareness and mobilization.
Yes.
You understand? So we have to. It's our responsibility as civil society organization, as activists and pressure group and so on, as members of political parties and members of Nigeria and even volunteers, you understand, go and get your voter card. If you are 18, go and register.
Yes.
If you understand, because there is young people that will turn 18
by 2027,
by 2027,
okay,
by 2026, yes, by 2025,
yes,
like many have 2024, many have reached the age of 14, maybe millions of Nigerians.
Yes.
So let them go and register.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
That's the process. The campaign awareness does not stop only for few people. Like I was giving example of a June 12th election. Do you know how much the government spent in campaigning to come and vote? You understand? To come out and vote through the National Orientation Agency. Now, if you take the parties, for example, if you take SDP that won the election, they went ahead to campaign in nook and cranny of this country. Everywhere you go, every village, if you turn on your radio, you hear hope for Nigeria, vote for MKO Abiola is our hope, our mandate. You understand? That's a political party and the government
yes,
part for the election. You understand? And what the Independent National Electoral Commission will do is to tell Nigerians, this is where your polling units are. This is where you will face.
Yes, Polity, that's one thing I want us to equally emphasize. Number one is that political parties, they have it as a responsibility.
Yes.
To as they are doing all their politicking, all their internal wranglings and net meeting and all, they should emphasize the need to mobilize voters to come out and register to vote right early. As they are doing what they are doing at present now, they must carry that one too along. Many of them wait till they begin to have candidates. That's when election is just some few months. That's when they begin to talk about mobilizing voters, ensuring that they get their cards. It should start now. Equally, when okay,
you cannot start now. If it starts now, they have beaten the gun. There is time
to
for all
their
this.
Cards.
Okay, because I remember the first time when we had that MPN and MPP, the parties will come and be singing.
Okay, please go ahead.
In terms of age, I am 50 plus. Why did they deny me of my permanent voter card? Why I went there, the minister was there, I saw my pistol, I saw my head, the order of my information was there, and they cannot find my card.
That's exactly what we're telling you.
We are advising you.
Your problem is with INEC, and I know that INEC will have a solution to the problem. You are the one that must not relent until you get your card.
Because if your old card is no longer there, they can issue you a new one or fresh card.
Yes.
So just go.
Just keep working on it. Please. Thank you.
And so, as I was saying, there are people. Then they will sing. Each party will have its own song to encourage you to vote for them. As they are moving along the road, moving all around the area, you'll be hearing their song and the information you're talking about. They ask, go and register. As you register, remember that you're voting for Party A. Go and register. Remember, you're voting for whatever name they have. And they even compose songs for it. So that way, it made things more interesting. It helps people to think about, let's go and do this. As they are saying it, they're going there. They'll be going to register and do all that you have just said. But the point is, political parties stopped doing this because of the fact that they know now that they can just buy the vote. Political parties stop doing this now because they know that in most cases their votes won't count. So what is the need bothering? So let's get to have that information afresh, that our votes will start counting again because they stopped counting, whether you accept it here or not. They will start counting again, so that people will now come out and say, okay, my vote will count again, let me go and try again. And I pray when they come out, let them not be disappointed.
Okay, Chuku, no matter how you put it, for example now, in PDP, says we are going to rule for more than 60 years. You understand? Whether you vote for them, you didn't vote for them, they will rule for 60 years. But that defies. You understand? In 2015 election. You understand? Well, the only time that PDP campaigned rigorously is during Jonathan for new breath.
New breeze.
New breeze.
Fresh breath.
Fresh breath.
And house to house.
Good. So, secondly, when you take APC, now all their national chairmen are coming and telling Nigerians that it's a done deal. 2023 is a done deal. 2027 is a done deal. You understand? When you start taking meetings into the government houses, you understand, and presidential villas in the state and national. It means you have to select few people. You understand? And party belongs to all manners of people. PDP started it. You understand? When Jonathan was the president and when Obasanjo was president, having their own meeting in Board of Trustee meeting and other caucus meeting in the presidential villa. Now a NEC meeting is happening in the presidential villa. You understand? So how do you think people will that connect your accent since, you understand? I haven't got a chance to respond to that connect. There is no connect between the members of political party and the ruling class. There is no connect between the officials of the party, you understand, from the grassroots, from the ward to the local government. There is no connect. It's only a state governor and a state chairman and state ESCO will sit down as caucus to determine and decide what is going to happen in that political party. So they now stop going to their secretariats where their law says this is the venue to have your meeting. So that's a disconnect. You understand? Secondly, our politicians has also disconnected themselves from the people by implementing bad policies. You understand? But not looking the other way of our challenges, challenges of electricity, healthcare, education, our economy, and roads and other infrastructure. They look away to that at the local level. You understand?
Yes.
They now move the thing to you see, I don't know how to say it, but I have to say it the way it is. You understand? We don't need a rail now that we are facing economic security and political economy challenges. We don't need East to Maiduguri rail to borrow over billions of dollars. We don't need Lagos Calabar. You understand? We don't need to borrow to fund that. You understand? We should revive our economy. We should bring enhance our electricity.
Yes.
You understand? Let's generate more electricity that will give our factories, our industries, small scale industry and home businesses. You understand?
Well, but this one has nothing to do with voter apathy, because I think
it's another part of voter apathy.
We will not need to get loan for them.
Let me tell you something. Don't you think a man that will cross a river because the government refused to do bridge for him, he will go and vote in an election day?
Okay.
A person that his daughter or his wife is in the hospital.
Yes.
Do you think he will go and vote for that day? A person that his children don't go to government school. How can you convince him to go and make election?
No, what I'm trying to say is that
governance
we need these roads, because that is why our roads are needed, because roads are already being dilapidated. So we're trying.
Whose responsibility?
If they are getting rails, is to make the good lorries to leave the road so that roads can last on.
So we should borrow.
The project is good, but borrowing is another one. Let's return to this one, please.
Our topic is
no, we have not diverted from our topic.
No, we have not. Yes. We are going back to talk about how can, as just your last take on this topic before we move to our second topic, although we're just spending a little time on that. Now, what should INEC now, I'm saying INEC, what should INEC do? Yes, we still have some long months to 2027, but from what is on ground, for what you and I can see, many people are disenchanted with the system of the electoral process as we speak. What can INEC do now to engender participation of more Nigerians?
You see, like what is it Agba from Abuja Garki called? You understand?
Yes.
About having a temporary card and not having the permanent card is disenfranchisement of his right. You understand? If he has been given a temporary card, he must be given the permanent one. Yes. You understand?
Yes.
And he must elect on the election day.
He must
vote. Because he must vote because he has made the requirement of the registration.
Yes.
You understand? So when you INEC, if you check the INEC budget, you understand, every year, every seasonal election to general election, they are getting a huge amount of money that they need to run the voter registration. You understand? The whole 4 years. You understand? They should open up, like the way Okechukwu said. Let them open up their local government and ward offices so that people will register. Let them open their portal You understand? People will also register online.
And solve all the problems that they have.
It will solve all the problems they have about voter apathy and registration, having a last day of election, of registration. You understand? Is the deadline of registration where people will queue up, some will wound, some will die, some will
Thank you very much.
sick and had an accident.
Yes. Okay, Chuku, let's look at the role of the federal government now. I think the figures that we read out at the start of this program, only about 38.6 million Nigerians participated in that election, and he says it was the lowest ever. Now, I think the federal government itself should be worried about this, and they should probably do something about it to ensure that this figure is shot up considerably. So, how will you advise the federal government to be involved in this campaign to check voter apathy in the next election?
In the first place, the current umpire is resigning. He will soon be going out because his time is expiring soon. Yes. So let the president make it clear about the person that will take over from him. Let it not be just a one-man thing, because that's even what the National Assembly has been trying to discuss. Let it not just be an appointment of the president alone. Let it be, if it is possible, let there be a law that will make it be that there will be many people that will make input as to who becomes the next chairman, number one. Number two, INEC is not independent, though it is called independent. It's still dependent on the government for so many things. Let them make it fully independent, so that as its money is given to it and everything about it is done, let it do its job. So that, and let it not just be that they are doing, let them be allowed to have that independence. Let it not be that the chairman will be the one that, the president appoints or whoever that appoints. He will want to almost do what that person wants. So let it be that the National Assembly will have a hand in it, the presidency will have a hand in it, even the judiciary will have a hand in it, so that someone that will be there will just do what should be done. Both in the states and the federal, because this thing we're talking about the federal is even worse in states. That of the states is what we can talk about. Even local government. But then you see that in the state, the governor provides somebody, says that this person is the SIEC chairman. How do you expect that person to work when that governor wants another person and he will go and do another thing?
Okay, thank you.
These are the things that should be done.
Let's leave this topic.
Quickly, I think we need to advise the National Assembly, you understand, to look at the State Independent Electoral Commission.
I think
and make those reforms so that it will be transparent, so that other political parties will also participate and have their own.
Okay, I think the idea now is that there will be a law that will transfer state local government elections back to the national INEC.
I think it's
I hope it comes to materialization.
And it will even boost the INEC capacity.
Yes. Okay. Now, let's go to our second topic. And the second topic is coming from the SDP, the Social Democratic Party, that has expelled the former Kaduna State Governor, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, from the party and banned him for 30 years. Now, who does not like the face of El-Rufai? Or what do you think has brought about that kind of decision from the hierarchy of the Social Democratic Party SDP?
Let me just say straight away that the expulsion of El-Rufai from SDP does not prevent him from going to ADC,
any other party,
or any other party. So yes, for the party, yes, they have tried to safeguard themselves from whatever they feel that are the ills of El-Rufai. So that's what they've tried to do. They want to purge themselves of such a thing. It's good for them. It's an organization that will decide what it wants and work for itself the way it wants it. But just as it is just for their party. El-Rufai is still free to operate in any other place. and to do whatever he wants in any other party, except unless other parties also will reject him.
Okay. Now, everybody thought that El-Rufai and others like that went to the ADC. We felt they are building a coalition until the house started crumbling.
Is it crumbling?
Well, El-Rufai is no longer there. Obi has left. Now, what do you now advise El-Rufai now that the SDP has equally rejected him?
You see, what goes around comes around. I remember in 2006, people like El-Rufai, Madanuhu, Roberto, when he was EFCC chairman, Maurice Iwus and Obasanjo's Femi Fani, Kayode, and many of them sat and decided to expel Atiku from PDP. You understand? Now it happens that though APC did not expel Malam Nasir El-Rufai, but he voluntarily resigned and joined the SDP. You understand? So
he went to ADC first.
No, he went to SDP. You understand? So from SDP, they now they come up with coalition. You understand? And that coalition now found two things. Two things is, one is to have a registered political party called African Democratic Alliance. You understand? They put that registration in on the motion.
Please let me quickly correct something. It is the SDP that has expelled Malam Nasir El-Rufai, SPD, as it's been shown on our screen.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
It's SDP. So now they are waiting for a register. But as a coalition, you can't wait when you don't have a political party.
Yes.
You have to do coalition in a political party. You understand? So they now find a vehicle called ADC. So they are now in ADC. You understand? Before the registration of ADA. You understand? So and this SDP crisis emanated even before the coalition with ADC.
Is that a crisis in it?
It's a crisis because the national chairman and the national secretary was suspended, and they replaced them with another individuals. You understand? So they have their NEC meeting
and their national treasurer.
You understand? So they have their NEC meeting and so on, and they decide maybe he's coming from the side of Gabon and so on and so on. Something has transpired that we don't know, or he was being promised something, or he is trying to carry SDP to go and put in coalition where the founding fathers of the party has not agreed to that. You understand? There are so many factors that will lead to his
so what do you advise El-Rufai now?
Suspension. But the party has gone far by suspending him for 30 years. You can't suspend somebody for 30 years.
It's not suspension, it's expulsion.
Expulsion. So when you expel somebody, why do you have to put years? They just want to carry a headline news. You understand? All those numbers are not relevant. We have to expel him, we have to expel him. That's all. But they should remember, you understand, as politics goes now, from the way we are seeing alignment and realignment of political parties, you understand, in order to confront the ruling party, to douse or to kill the notion of Nigerians or the psyche of Nigerians of one political party, you understand, or political party system. that even the president was saying that I want an opposition. You understand? I did not stop any political party from having registration. You understand? So now that we need an opposition, and opposition is a healthy democracy. You understand? So if a coalition movement of Better Nigeria, yes, you understand, is coming together and said we want a good governance, so we have to be in one political party in order to get what we want, or to be to be a strong force in the next election of 2027, or even to upstage the present APC government, yes, whether in a local government or in a state or in a national assembly or federal. It also determines how the strong coalition forces will now play their politics.
Thank you.
So El-Rufai is a member of the coalition. You understand?
Yes.
Even without political party. Peter Obi is also a member of the political party, though his party, Labour Party, said they have suspended him, and Dr. Baba Ahmed went back. You know, you can't leave your spot somewhere and let's say you are somewhere.
Let's look at what options are open to El-Rufai now. In the first instance, I don't even know that El-Rufai is a bona fide member of the SDP.
No, he registered months ago.
Okay.
I think 6 months ago.
6 months ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what options are open to him now?
Of course, if you are suspended, you go your way. Or if you are expelled, you go your way. So I think for him, you go his way. You do for other parties. There are so many parties. There are so many parties, and
what becomes his ambition?
Nobody can take away the fact that El-Rufai was at a point in time very powerful in Nigeria. It cannot be taken away, and even now, it is true that he has had his
ups and downs.
Yes, and the way things have turned out. Nobody can still say that he does not have his supporters still. He still has his supporters. Though there could be a decreased number of supporters, no longer the way it used to be. But then he still has some followers who, just as we have, you know, they talk about Buharists, Awoists, yes, Awoists. As this man that talked that time said that UPN was the one that won the election. He is an Awoist, yes, you know, and there are people who are obedience. There are people who are Kwankwansia. So there are different people. Definitely there are El-Rufaiists too, who are there for him.
Yes.
So wherever he goes, he take them along.
Follow him.
So he is free. This is a free world.
Yes.
So he's free to go wherever. That he is suspended from or expelled from SDP. There is another party waiting, praying that he will come and meet them and give them delegates.
Yes, you even said it that El-Rufai is a very good material to be in any political party. But moving around in the last 3-4 months now, he has moved from one party and then joined another one, and now is as far as this statement is concerned, is partyless. Now, is that good for him politically, Mazi?
It may not be good for him politically, but then don't forget that situations can be what will lead to greater victory for somebody. This expulsion would be what would even make him a bride that many other parties are seeking to have. So you can't say it. Though it's true, looking at it on a general note, public note, that you could say, this is a dent on his image. But look, in politics, there are no permanent friends.
Okay.
There are no permanent enemies. Anything can happen tomorrow and he could be called back there. Any other place, he could be. So this is, it's neither here nor there. He can get anywhere. to become anything again. I mean, you don't even know whether he may decide tomorrow to go back to APC and meet the president and talk with him. So it's just anything can happen.
Okay. Well, your final word on this.
Or even PDP that he left originally.
You can go back. Your final word on this program. If you have the ears of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, what will you advise him in one or two sentences?
I will advise him to continue with his coalition movement. You understand? Because he is a leader and he has followers. He's a former governor, former minister. He has followers, and he was once a member of a formation of a political party, CPC, you understand, that merged with the APC. You understand, he's part of that merger of APC to become a ruling party. So definitely he has a contribution to make in the ADC.
Now what if his interest conflicts with the interest of some of the other big wigs in the party?
No, you know, when you are in coalition, you don't have a conflicting interest, because everything is in the table. You understand?
Yes.
What you want to aspire, what you want to be, you understand? You are free to do it. You understand? Now that the coalition took over the ADC as a vehicle, putting David Mark and
because of our time
and their spokesman Bolaji Abdullahi and Raouf Barek Beshola as you understand. So it has balance for now before the convention. So El-Rufai should continue, the coalition will continue.
So you should go back.
Yes, so that we will have a great, a strong opposition come 2027.
Okay.
Because I would not like Nigeria to go without opposition to that election, to the ruling party.
Thank you very much, Malam Gajo, for your comments on this program this afternoon. We have really enjoyed your contribution. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And Mazi, as I normally call you, thank you very much for your contributions to today's program. Wish you the very best.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, I should not even thank you. You are in now.
The best happen to us all the time.
Yes, we are doing it together.
Yes.
As an in-house.
Yes.
So,
but the man that called from Katsina, and you said he's a UPN is our house. You understand? Sure, they won the election, but they did not got the 75% spread. You understand? Spread. That's why there is no. That time there was no voter apathy. You now have 70% to 60% average to be declared the winner. So we want that to come back. You understand? So have 100% and 70%.
Yes, my name is Shegun Ojelade. Do join us later this evening on Matters Arising as I come your way later in the evening by 8 p.m. Thank you for staying with us this afternoon on the Polity. Good afternoon.